In this video, we are going to be analysing Ethereum because it has just had its merge and it is now down 4%. So to get straight into it, firstly, we'll be going over more the shorter term timeframes. So if you're looking to trade this within kind of the next 3 or so days, then pay attention to these levels. Otherwise, next we'll go over to the longer term levels if you're looking more for longer term trades or investments. So on the shorter term time frame, we can see our closest resistance as of now is at $1,468. So this level is key. We can see we've broken this already. This has created a gap at 1,492. So if we are going to create a new uptrend, we need to break back over this 1,468, and we will most likely then fill that gap. Once we fill that gap though, we would want to see a break above this level, come back to test it as support, and then this would kind of create a new support level, and then we would expect a push further upwards. And at a minimum, we would expect a push to 1,550 because that is the closest statistical mean on the shorter term time frames. If we can break that, then we would be looking at 1,575, and then being quite far off, we would be looking around the level of 1,625. So these would be the closest resistance if you're looking at a short-term trade. Now onto the downside, what would be support levels? So we're currently sitting on one at $1,419 is our second deviation on the 10-day chart. We've come down to this. We seem to be getting a small bounce, but if Ethereum stays weak, we will break below, and if so, then we have our next support at $1,392. Now this level I can see it being a bit more significant because obviously then we come into that $1,400 psychological level. So really this area of support will probably hold quite strong and most likely will be the bounce level in the short term to push us to this 1,470. But on the other hand, if we do continue down further from that level, then we would be paying attention to 1,340, 1,310, and our final levels at 1,260 and $1,235. So again, this would be the key focus if you're looking to trade Ethereum. Probably until about Monday, Tuesday, these are the levels that we would be paying attention to. Otherwise, if you're more focused on the long-term levels, what would we be then paying attention to? So we will clear these levels and go on to the longer-term time frame, which would be a 6-month and a 1-year chart. Then what we can start seeing is, okay, we are starting to pull back now, but really our key support isn't until $1,220. So, or really just 1,200, because that will be that key psychological level and is also our statistical mean on both the 6-month and the 1-year chart. So pulling back to this level will be a key support. Now, if we break this level, this would create some concern and we would expect quite a strong and sharp sell-off, taking us probably to around $1,000, obviously that psychological support, and also that 52-week low that we have created around $990. So if we can't hold that level and we continue down, then really far off levels are very far off, being at $460 and $150. So if you wanted closer support levels, which you probably do because they are quite far off, we would quickly pay attention to the shorter term time frame just to have a support level a bit before here at around 1,250 and 1,330. But really that key focus would be just wait for the break lower because those more significant levels are going to be much stronger. Now onto the resistance side of things, what are we paying attention to if we start increasing in price? And really the key resistance and closest resistance we have is around $1,950, which we can see was the area we hit in the previous move to the upside, but we failed that level and started to continue down towards this statistical mean. And considering we've already started this downtrend, more than likely we will push all the way to that statistical mean because that's how you tend to see them react. But if we come down to statistical mean, get that bounce, and we could start seeing a push to that 1,950. And if we are able to break that, then our next resistance would take us to $1,225. A break above that would take us to 2,700, and breaking past that would be 3,250. 3,500, and final levels taking us to 4,200, 4,300, and $5,350. Obviously, again, a lot of these are very far off, and that's why these are levels that we're paying attention to on a longer term basis if you're looking maybe multiple months out. And if you wanted the shorter term time frames, we went through those at the beginning. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the breakdown. If you did, why not drop a like and subscribe, and check out this analysis video here.